What's going on, folks? It's me, Mikey fucking Pipes. Thursday, the 6th of November, 2025. A little after 6 o'clock here in the morning in the great communist state of New York. I think I'm going to have to leave out the word great from now on. It ain't so great here. It hasn't been for quite some time. I was being sarcastic. But it sure is communist, that's for sure. Well, thank God I live on the Isle of Long. And we have a red border that surrounds us. Thank God. Anyway, folks, I started the video at the position of my desk. And for those of you who are observant of your surroundings, because let's repeat after me, folks, a good technician is observant of their surrounding. There is a new addition to this wall. I'll give you a few moments to think about it, and then I'm going to talk about why I added something to this wall. And we'll talk about it. But first, it's time for some coffee. The Jura, the S8 coffee machine. Now, this is an amazing machine. It has a location for whole beans. I've been using this for a while. This is from Restaurant Depot. It's good stuff. Dark roast. We also have this. Lavazza. Very good. But we're going to have an espresso this morning, like I do every morning. And then I'll take my gas station horny pill. I mean, my gas station weight loss pill that I take twice a day to maintain the fatness that I am. I've noticed that if I don't take this little magical pill, where did it go? Oh shit, what did I just do with it? I had it in my pocket because I had an emergency backup. Oh, I took it already. Damn, I need my coffee. Yeah, wait for it. It's gonna tell me to enjoy it. Once it gets to that, see? Enjoy. But before we talk about the coffee and what I added to the wall, we're at number 117, folks. The Mikey Pipes Pipe Doctor. If you ain't testing, you're guessing. This is the limited edition 2025 version 2.0 poster. We're up to number 117. $42.50. If you buy this for $42.50, I will put it into a mailing tube. I am going to ship it by the post office. I'm going to throw some stickers in there. I'm even going to throw in a magnet so you can get inspired. And that reminds me that I got to take some stickers and put them in my pocket. I'm going to get a bunch of stickers. But most importantly, your donation of $42.50, 100% of all those proceeds go to the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy charitable organization, where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. Now, you may ask, what does that mean? All right, what does that mean, Mikey Pipes? What do you mean providing free or low-cost plumbing, heating, cooling services? That's a good thing that you ask, because that means you don't know, right? When the Pipe Doctor Mikey Pipes channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I, around the same time, was watching a video by one of I think he's the largest YouTuber as far as subscription volume, where he was doing charity work, and he has a separate set of channels for his philanthropic organization, where he restores people's vision, does corrective surgery so people can have a better life. He lays pipe in Africa. He does a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, you know what? When we hit 100,000 subscribers, We are going to start a nonprofit organization where we can help those in our community who can't afford to hire a professional. And that being said, as you guys know, there's a Mikey Pipes Philanthropy YouTube channel where we've documented some of the work, not all of it. That leads me up to a request that came in recently. And then we'll talk about what I added to the wall right there. Let's just see where it is. Yep. I'm waiting for the thing I was sending it. He's not sending it. I don't have the email. Whatever. I get an email from this person named Jason, emailing about his friend Sean and Sean's, I guess, significant other, Shannon, who has cancer or is a cancer survivor, and immune system is not great, but they don't have any heat, and they live in upstate New York, like in, West Bumblefuck, upstate New York, up by Watertown. So they live in Dexter, New York, which is the outskirts of Watertown, New York, and they have no heat right now. Yeah, it's pretty jacked up. They have no heat right now. And I'm looking for the pictures, but I can't find them. I just don't know where they are. Okay, now I know why. I was at the wrong tab. Okay. Let me show you guys a picture of what this guy's got. Looks like a pretty straightforward system. Looks like a Concorde. Not the plane that's retired, but Concorde. Looks like he's got a 66,000 BTU system. To my understanding, it's propane, to my understanding. But apparently, the system is shot. Now, I am unable to personally go there and confirm that as a trip to go out there because it's a schlep. But if someone lives near Concord and lives near Concord, oh my God. If someone lives near Dexter, all right, which is near Watertown, right? Watertown. That would be epic. If we can help this guy out. If you are not, stay right there. If you are a qualified HVAC professional in the area and you can help, I would really love it if you can help. If you're not in a position where you can handle or take on the financial burden of providing a service for there, I will take care of you, which means I will pay for your time and material to make them whole. Because I believe that every human being has the right to shelter and conditioned air in extreme conditions, right? If you live in Florida, you need kind of an air conditioning, right? If you live in upstate bumblefuck New York, you kind of need heat in the winter. So, folks, I'm reaching out to all of you who are watching right now. Let's help each other and let's make the trades great again. I would listen, if Sean and Shannon were about an hour and a half or even 2 hour drive, I would go up there and do my best. I really would. You guys know that. But if there's anyone near Dexter, New York, or anyone who's willing to go there, and it should be near Dexter, New York, I would feel bad, just go there and imagine there's a switch, right? But to my understanding, they need a new furnace, and they can't afford a new one. And even if they can get a loan approved, they need someone to install it for them. So the system is a high efficiency propane furnace with direct vent. You guys saw the model and the serial number in there. You saw the size. I will supply the equipment whether it's through ACIQ, a donation from the corporate collaborators that I associate with for the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy Charitable Organization, or if that they don't make a solution or they're unable to give at this moment, I will provide the equipment. I will provide all the material if you don't have it. Let's make this guy whole. I woke up this morning, it was 44 degrees here on Long Island. They are several hours north. I'm sure it's cooler up there. Coffee. So reach out to me, Mike at MikeyPipes.com, or go to the Pipes for Free website. That's pipesforfree.org. And fill out the contact form, and let's connect, and let's help out Sean and Shannon. Now, I'm going to add a little, I was going to end the video right now, but I want to talk about what I added to the wall. So as you guys may know, the ones who watch my channels religiously, I speak about growth of your business and the use of maintenance agreements to help not only build value for the end user, the consumer, but also to build value of your business. Because there's nothing like having, let's say, 1,000 transactions automatically come in on a monthly or weekly or yearly basis. That's just, I wouldn't call it passive income, but recurring revenue that comes in regardless of what you do. So we have a number of clients, both mainly residential and some commercial, that have maintenance plans with us. And at the end of the day, these maintenance plans almost are at the point now where it's almost 6 figures in annual revenue, which is very good because that will pay for a salary for almost, right, depending on the person's experience and things like that, of a salary of a service tech. You know, maybe a second or third year, or, you know, a good portion of it for like someone else, you know, like one of my senior guys. So I noticed there was a glitch in my system, right? And the glitch was when a client that has a maintenance agreement was charged. If it came up declined, we would get a notification, but we weren't getting a notification from their one particular client's bank for 9 months. And 9 months at roughly $25, listen, isn't a lot of money, but let's keep it real, you know. 25 times 9, right? It's $475. That's really not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, especially if your average invoice is like $1,100, right? But nonetheless, when you have a maintenance plan with Pipe Doctor, we provide an annual or 2 annual service visits where we provide a tune-up and wellness check and safety check on the equipment. So for example, a week and a half ago, we went to this one particular client's home and we provided a steam heating system maintenance where we shut down the system, we take out all the burners, we vacuum out the combustion chamber, we clean and lubricate all the burners, we brush down the intermittent pilot burner if there is, or we inspect the millivolts on the thermocouple, the pilot flame sensor. We drain the boiler, we make sure the low water cutoff comes on. If it's been a couple years, we take the probe out for the low water cutoff, we put that back in, we take the pressure control off, we clean out the pigtail, we put that back together, we make sure the pressure control works. Blah, 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 more and more and more, right? During the course of this service call, which is included with this maintenance agreement, right? So there's no charge for the time they're there. If we find something that's wrong or broken, for example, a low water cutoff, if you want us to replace it while we're there, you're not going to pay for labor. You're just going to pay for a discounted rate on the part. So if we normally had this part for, say, $300, you're going to get a 13.5% discount off of that. We complete the service call. We end up replacing a part, and she pays for the discount rate on the part and receives, roughly $300 of services that are included with the maintenance. We go to process the payment out of the account, and we notice that the hasn't been paid in 9 months. So I tell my office manager, Janine, here, reach out to them. The card has declined since January, so they owe 9 months, and collect that and pay for the new plan. So she reaches out to them, and there's no response. So last week, I sent them an email. I then left them a voicemail, and she writes back kind of like a nasty letter, right? Kind of a nasty letter. And I'm going to read what she wrote. She also emailed it to me, so. I'm going to take things a step back. Friday, 12:30. I email her. This is the same time after I left her a voicemail. So hello, we left a couple messages. This is our final attempt to resolve this extremely past due balance. As of today, you owe 9 months of heating maintenance plans at $24.89 per month. Additionally, on Monday, October 20th, we provided annual service on your system and also gave you a X amount in discounts. Please immediately contact me at this number to resolve this. Regards, me. So she writes back about 40 minutes later. Yes. Mike, I am confused. I believe you charge my credit card monthly. Today's email and call, the first communication I've received from you. I'm out of town, returning tomorrow evening. I will check my account as soon as I can. And if in fact the charges stopped months ago, I will take care of the payment due. If 9 months went by, I would think I would have heard from you sooner. I said, okay. I said, yes, and the last time the card was charged successfully was actually November 2024. We only learned that your account was canceled when we tried to apply the annual maintenance, and it was suspended for non-payment. My office manager left you a message, blah, blah, blah morning, and blah, blah, blah morning, and again today. I sent you an email earlier today as a last attempt to reach you. At this point, I need to bill you for the $225, right, an hourly rate, right, and plus recover the discounts that we gave you. And if you like, we can then start a new plan with us. I'm attaching the plan details for a review. All right, we've reached out multiple times, now this customer that we serviced for several years finally isn't ghosting us and finally getting us back because now I stepped into the picture. And then she writes back, and this is what warrants a placement on the wall, the deadbeat wall. Good morning. I did check my credit card statements and see I wasn't charged a monthly fee since last time, November 2024. What kind of company are you running that a customer of 6 or 7 years, maybe more, has an issue with a charge not going through, and you or your accounting person doesn't reach out and let the customer know? Last November must have been when I received a new card with an updated expiration date. I'm sure you are aware banks do that. If I had been notified, I would have updated my card info. You say you only found out my account was canceled when you tried to input the service for this year. Well, I only found out when I received your voicemail and email Friday, indicating a very past due balance on your account. I did not receive any voicemail from your office manager, either on my cell phone or home phone, or any other voicemail from you other than the one on Friday. I'm sorry, Mike, but this is very unprofessional behavior. I am mailing you a check for blah, 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 credit back since my account has been canceled, and I'll leave it that way. I am a senior citizen and work with many professionals during my business career. I don't want to deal with the stress of being told a year later that I owe so much money due to negligence on your end. It's an unfortunate error, but I hope you straighten out your billing accounting personal department so this mistake doesn't happen again. Wow. So now she decided to deflect all the responsibility of her not paying up on me. So this is where I get very fucking creative, but also professional. Here was my response. And I'm going to show you a placement of her on the fucking wall. And there's only one other person on the wall of shame. I'm honestly taken aback by your response, particularly your suggestion that our company has been unprofessional. We have provided maintenance service at your request, extended a discounted rate based on your ongoing membership, and only later discovered that payments had stopped processing nearly a year ago. To be clear, you agreed to a monthly maintenance plan. The responsibility to maintain a valid payment lies with the consumer, not our office. When your card expired, the system automatically suspended the account. We did not receive notice from your bank, and we had no way of knowing that your billing information had changed until your account was flagged during scheduling. Despite this, we still performed your annual maintenance and applied the associated member discounts in good faith. To now suggest unprofessionalism on our part when you have not paid for services rendered and a plan you agreed to maintain is simply unfair. We value long-term relationships and have always treated our clients respectfully and transparently. However, in this case, the facts are straightforward. 1, the plan went unpaid for 9 months. 2, maintenance service was completed. 3, discounts were applied in error due to an inactive account. Have a wonderful day. Sincerely, Mikey fucking Pipes. And so, folks, maybe you want to call it a wall of success, but I also have a special spot on this wall because with success also came failures and mistakes. And mistakes have been made here, especially with this guy right here, right? Who wrote this bad check to me for $537.69 in the November 7th, 2019, which is, wow, 6 years ago tomorrow. 6 years ago tomorrow, that guy wrote that check on an account with no money. And we just added her right there. There's her letter that she sent me with her check, which I don't fucking need. I would actually wipe my fucking ass with it. Deflecting her responsibility, deflecting upon me. Well, let me tell you this. There's a reason why that check is there, to remind me that we do not accept checks. And her, just saying. Maybe I'm being a little too aggressively firm with my position on that, but let me tell you something, right? If you realized that there was a mistake, right, and you admitted it, like, oh, I'll take care of it, but I gave her the opportunity, right? If you paid attention, folks, if you really paid attention, I told her, listen, we need to resolve this past due balance, right? And if you do the math, right? Oh, actually, it's not $475, right? $25 times 9 is $200, right? I don't know, whatever. 25 times 10 is $250. No, so $225. People are so fucking retarded. You know what? A senior citizen, she had a very professional career. You see how she's traveling, you know, I'm away, da-da-da-da. So she said when she gets back, if it wasn't in fact paid, she would correct it, right? And then I said, listen, you know, at this point, you got to pay $225 plus whatever discount you're getting. So she decided, right, that, you know what? Fuck Pipe Doctor. I'll send him this little pish ant check and tell him to go fuck himself. It's okay, no problem. And now you're on the do not service list, and we will never service you ever again. I don't care if you're the last fucking client on the face of the earth. My house is fucking warm. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. And I know that may be a very, very firm position to maintain, but you ghosted us, right? You didn't care. And now that, I'm being firm with you, now you're going to deflect and pass the blame on me? No, she handled it the totally wrong way, right? I'm the unprofessional one, right? You owe my company the money, yet I'm the unprofessional one. So the lesson learned here, folks, is that we now take a much more closer look at the transactions for this recurring revenue, which it's not supposed to be, right? Because it's supposed to be recurring revenue. I shouldn't have to devote 10 minutes a day to making sure this one paid up, that one paid up. We normally checked it once a month, and it slipped through the cracks. But not anymore. No sirree, Bob. We're good, though. We're good. So that reminds me, let's check real quick what came in this morning. Okay, I get an email daily now. Oh, look at this. We have 3 declined transactions. Three on one system. We have 2 different systems for our maintenance plans, and that's because Household Pro, which we integrated into our lives about 2.5 years ago. So we have, it's about 50-50 right now. So we have we have 3 that were completed successfully. One of those 3 have an expired credit card, but it still goes through because that's the way it works, right? As long as all the numbers match up, it'll still work. And 3 that were declined, including one that's been on the list for a little while now. Please get updated info and send to me. Now something in my throat. So yeah, that was nice, right? And all right, so let's check one system. So one system, we had that. Let's go to the other. Okay, today is the 6th. Oh, none in Household Pro for this morning. All good, but yesterday we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but none this morning. So today should have been 6 recurring charges from 6 different clients, but 3 went through, and it's all good. All right, folks, happy Thursday. We are likely not going to do a Free Friday tomorrow here at 1010 Central Avenue. I have a prior obligation that I'm still waiting on confirmation on, but I'm not going to be here after 11, after my 2 service calls tomorrow. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. God willing.